What's going on, familia? It's your boy Craig, aka the Talker Craig, and today we're gonna be, talking about different topics or whatever. We're gonna be talking about change, and we're just gonna be talking about different things. But before we get into it, before we get into this conversation, feel me? We're gonna get into today's sponsor. Let's get into it. So we're gonna be talking about Advanced Jewels. So Advanced Jewels is basically a jewelry store. They basically sell rings, necklaces, bracelets. They got everything in your life. So I know I haven't really been putting out a lot of content lately. It's been 2 weeks since I dropped like a video on the Talk with Craig. So I'm sorry about that. But it's just like lately I just been slacking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been slacking. I haven't been putting out a lot of content like that. I haven't been working out like that in the gym. Sometimes like I take like a week or like 2 weeks off. I work out like one time or two times, then I take a little break. Like I'm not really like consistent with it. So that's my bad. But we're gonna try to be consistent in April when it comes to putting out podcasts and just regular videos on my other channel. And we're just gonna be trying to be consistent. And we're gonna start posting on our Instagram way more because I don't really post on our Instagram like that. So we're gonna start posting on our Instagram way more. So expect consistency, expect this discipline, and expect like different things from me because overall I'm trying to be better and better and better as the time go by. So expect a whole different, Craig when it comes to putting out content and stuff like that. Let's talk about a change, right? So when you think of change, you think of a better version of you. You think of a newer version of you, right? A lot of people they run away from like just change, right? They run away from what they want to be, right? And it's kind of like it's kind of like what I'm kind of going through, right? Because sometimes it might be signs that God might be throwing towards you, or just different signs that's in front of you that's telling you to change, but you might keep running away from it. You might not even just be understanding it, So when you think of change, right, it's a better version of you, right? But you also have to understand yourself. You have to understand like your problems and your issues before you decide to change, because when you're changing, you're leaving your old path and you're starting a new path, right? So in order for you to leave your old path, you have to understand your problems. Some people might not understand their problems. Some people might not understand their issues. Some people might not understand the things that they go through on a day-to-day basis. So you as a person, you have to understand your problems before you decide to change. Otherwise, those same problems that you have within yourself will come back and haunt you. Like, I go through it. I can't even lie. I go through it like on a day-to-day basis. Like whether it's in the gym, whether it's with YouTube videos, whether it's with reading, I go through it. Like sometimes I might just be scrolling through my phone and I might think it's cool, but it's really a problem because it's taking up so much of my time when I could be doing something else. So we have to start to understand that in order for us to change, we have to understand our problems and do stuff in order for us to, change. Next up, we're gonna be talking about friends. A friend, when you think of a friend, right? You think of somebody. You think of your buddy, somebody you talk to, you may vent to, you may, support each other, That's a friend, right? But what I see a lot in nowadays is like people surround themselves around fake friends, right? And because they don't have no other friends but the fake friends, they keep the fake friends around instead of letting them go, right? Now, let me tell you how that's a liability, right? And it's not an asset. And the reason why I said that's not a liability and not an asset, because, it's a liability and not an asset, because it's going to do nothing but drain you down, because they're fake, but you're keeping them around because those are the only friends you have. Let me tell you something, right? This world is big. There's a lot of people in this world that you can interact, you can talk to, whether it's in a gym, the restaurants, the clothing stores, in Manhattan, in London, in Paris, whatever, bro. Whatever, right? You can go around the world and you can interact with people. Why would you sit there and keep fake friends around you that's not doing nothing but bringing you down instead of uplifting you? A friend is supposed to support you, be there, listen to you. Y'all supposed to support each other, right? And don't think because you feel like you're antisocial or you feel like you can't talk to nobody else, that's why you keeping them around. Now, what also gets to me too is how people in this world is fueled by, negativity. There's some people that gets a rush off negativity. So there's literally some people out here that gets a rush off of bad news. I don't understand it. Me personally, I try to stay away from the news because I believe the news is fake. I believe that they push these things to fair people, to keep them in line, to keep them in check. And I don't want to be fair. I'm not saying me, but I don't want to have any fear when it comes to life. So I don't pay attention to the news. I remember when the news was actually it had a lot of information. I remember it was times where people would say yo, you can learn from the news, right? You can learn the weather, you can learn this, you can learn that. But we're living in 2023 where they don't care about educating us anymore. Whatever they push out for this, they're gonna push out, and they don't care. Nowadays, all I see on the news is just the war between Ukraine and Russia, or shootings, killings, robbings, and if you look at those things all day, you will start to become negative because you're surrounding yourself with negative things. So that's why I don't pay attention to the news anymore. I don't pay attention to the news. I don't like looking at the news. I mean, I honestly really never really liked looking at the news, but there was times where I looked at it just to be, you know, just to have a little more information. So the news is corny to me. You know, I don't learn nothing from it. All I get is negativity from it. I don't learn nothing from it. So the news is nothing there for me. And me personally, like, my mind it wanders already. Like, it wanders. My mind, I like to think, because when I think, you know, it just helps me focus. Like, when I think about something, like if I know I'm gonna do something, I think real quick and I do it. So that's why I just don't like looking at the news. It fuels me with negativity, and it's not for me. So yeah. But it's sad what's going on in the world. Honestly, like, it's really sad, and this is a time where you need to be happy. You need to find peace within yourself. You need to find a purpose and find a goal, because if you don't, this world will consume you. And when it consumes you, it's consuming everything from you. So this is a time where you need to find peace, you need to be happy, and you need to find a purpose, because this world is sad. This world is just sad. And it's your decision, your choice to change the narrative of that. And this is the Talk with Craig. We finna end off the podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in and turn on that bell notification. And we are out of here. Peace.